Okay, once you're comfortable with that and you've practiced it a few times, we now need to move on. So set your tension. There's your wall, and you're using your fingers and your thumbs to pin it where it is. But to get going, what we need to do is to anchor the wall so that it doesn't unravel. So all you do is do one chain. So take the hook under the yarn, bring the yarn through. There it is, you've anchored it. It's not coming undone. You've just anchored it. And you can see that yarn twisting through the ring. Okay, so that one chain has lifted your work. Now you don't need to do the 6 chains like you did with the slip knot, but say the instructions tell you to do 12 double chains into the round. That's what you need to do, 12 double chains into the round. And as you're doing it, you're going to conceal this end yarn in the stitch. So do 12 double chains. 1, 2, 3. As I'm going around, you can see that it looks like I'm working with 2 yarns over this side. That's because I'm concealing that end yarn in the round. How many chains have I done? Again, work backwards from the hook. I've done 10, 11, 12. And a final count to make sure I don't count the chain that lifted my work, the anchor chain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can see there, that's where the lift chain was. So, because we need to slip stitch now into the first chain, just to use that end yarn to pull the round gently together. Now, you slip stitch into the first chain that you began with, the first of the 12. So you've got the 2 yarns from the chain and the yarn from the foundation stitch. Hook under the yarn, bring it through all 3. So that's your slip stitch. You've created a round, and again you will still have 12 chains on there because as before with the slip knot you took one away but you gained one. So if you were to count 9, 10, 11, 12, you still have 12 chains. But the beauty of this slip ring is that now when you get a hold of the end yarn and gently pull it, you close the hole a little bit tighter. And it does depend on what thickness of wool you're using, what thickness of yarn, and how many double chains you've put into the round. So if we compare that now with the one we did earlier, you can see that the slip knot, the one on the right, is slightly larger, whereas the slip ring is a bit smaller. And if I had a preference, I would always use a slip ring.